Welcome, baseball fans, to Baseball Update 9:15, and we're going to start with the schedule for Tuesday, September 15th at 7:05. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates hosting the Cubbies, and the Orioles hosting the Red Sox. Also, Philly hosting the Nationals. 7:10, it's the Mets hosting the Miami Marlins. Tampa Bay hosts the Yankees, and the Braves hosting the Blue Jays. Texas and Houston go at it 8:05. At 8:10 tonight, you have three games on tap. Minnesota hosting the Detroit Tigers, White Sox hosting the Athletics, and the Brewers hosting the St. Louis Cardinals. Arizona and the San Diego Padres go at it at 9:40. At 10:10 tonight, it's the Dodgers hosting the Colorado Rockies, the Mariners hosting the Angels, and the San Francisco Giants hosting the Cincinnati Reds. That game is set for 10:15. One final score for today so far is the Pittsburgh Pirates. They defeat the Chicago Cubs 5-4. Okay, in game one, they actually have a doubleheader. The next one comes up at 7:05. Here's the schedule for Wednesday, September the 16th. 7:05 Wednesday, Baltimore hosting the Red Sox. Pittsburgh hosts the Cubbies. Phillies hosting the Nationals. At 7:10 on Wednesday, Cleveland Indians hosting the KC Royals. The Metropolitans hosting the Marlins. And the Rays are hosting the Bronx Bombers. 7:10 is the Atlanta Braves hosting the Toronto Blue Jays. Texas and Houston go at it at 8:05. And at 8:10 on Wednesday, it's the Twins hosting the Tigers, White Sox hosting the Athletics, and the Brewers hosting the Cardinals. Diamondbacks and the Padres at 9:40. At 10:10 on Wednesday, it's the Dodgers hosting Colorado, and the Mariners hosting the Angels of Anaheim. San Francisco hosts Cincinnati at 10:15. All right, we'll do the scores from Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Baseball update. Here are the scores from Saturday, September 12. Cincinnati defeats St. Louis 4-2. KC over the Orioles 14-6. Toronto defeats the Yankees 9-5 in 11 innings. That was game one. And then Toronto beat the Yankees 10-7 in game two. Cincinnati defeats St. Louis 5-1. Red Sox over the Rays 10-4. Phillies over the Cubbies 7-5. Pittsburgh over Brewers 10-2. The White Sox over the Minnesota Twins 8-2. The Mets over the Braves 6-4. Miami over Washington 2-0. Some other scores from Saturday. The Athletics defeat the Texas Rangers 5-3. Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 9-5. Angels over the Astros 3-2. Giants over the Padres 8-0. Seattle defeats Colorado 7-2. And one game that was postponed on Saturday, that was the Cleveland Indians. They were hosting the Detroit Tigers. Baseball update. Here's the scores from Sunday, September the 13th. Yankees defeat the Blue Jays 5-0. Red Sox over the Tampa Bay Rays 2-0 in 13 innings. Cleveland defeats Detroit Tigers 7-2 in game one, and to make up game two, Detroit defeats Cleveland 9-2. Other scores from Sunday as follows: St. Louis defeats the Cincinnati Reds 9-2. Nationals over the Miami Marlins 5-0. Philly over the Cubbies 7-4. Pittsburgh defeats Milwaukee 7-6. The Mets defeat the Braves 10-7 in 10 innings. Minnesota defeats the White Sox 7-0. Texas defeats the A's 12-4. Houston defeats the Angels 5-3. San Francisco over the Padres 10-3. Colorado over the Mariners 3-2. Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 4-3. And then finally, the Baltimore Orioles defeating the Kansas City Royals and 8-2. Baseball update. Here are the scores from Monday, September 14. Baltimore Orioles defeating the Boston Red Sox 2-0. Nationals defeat the Phillies 8-7 in 11 innings. Cleveland over the Kansas City Royals 8-3. Mets over the Marlins 4-3. And the Yankees defeat the Rays 4-1. Texas over the Houston Astros 5-3. Minnesota over Detroit 7-1. The White Sox defeat the Athletics 8-7 in 14 innings. Padres over the Diamondbacks 10-3. Dodgers over the Rockies 4-1. Seattle defeats the Angels 10-1, and the San Francisco Giants defeats the Cincinnati Reds 5-3. From the American, some baseball news before we continue. Before we get out of here, David Ortiz, Big Papi, hits his 500th home run on Saturday. Ortiz becomes the 27th player to hit the 500 mark. Red Sox defeat Tampa Bay Rays 10-4. This was Ortiz's second home run on Saturday and his 34th of the season. After Saturday's game, David Ortiz says, quote, "What I can tell you, it's a number where it's very hard to get, and I've been competing and trying to get things done the right way through the years." He continues, "All the names that you mentioned that are on the 500 Club are legends, so to be a part of it is an honor, and I'm going to enjoy it end quote. His 500th went 432 feet, according to StatCast, landing in the Tropicana Field's right field seats. Ortiz hit an 80-mile-per-hour breaking ball from Moore, leaving his bat at 105.6 miles per hour. Robert Clemente Award nominees. On Monday, an announcement was made by Major League Baseball and Chevrolet. 30 nominees for the Roberto Clemente Award. American League nominees include Brian Mattis from the Orioles, Brock Holt from the Red Sox, David Robertson from the White Sox, Carlos Carrasco from the Indians, Miguel Cabrera, Tigers, George Springer from the Astros, Alex Gordon from the Royals, Hector Santiago from the Angels, Torrey Hunter from the Twins, Mark Teixeira from the Yankees, Stephen Voigt from the Athletics, Charlie Furbish from the Mariners, Chris Archer from the Rays, Adrian Beltre from the Rangers, Jose Bautista from the Blue Jays. And out of the National League, Paul Goldschmidt from the Diamondbacks, Jason Gurley from the Braves, Anthony Rizzo from the Cubbies, J.J. Hoover from the Reds, Kyle Hedrick from the Rockies, Adrian Gonzalez from the Dodgers, D. Gordon from the Marlins, Jonathan LaCroix from the Brewers, Ryan Howard from the Phillies, Andrew McCutchen from the Pirates, Curtis Granderson from the Metropolitans, Adam Wainwright from the Cardinals, Andrew Kashner from the Padres, Xavier Lopez from the Giants, and Denard Span from the Nationals. The Roberto Clemente Award recognizes positive contributions on the field and off the field. Source, MLB.com. From the American Podcasting Center in New York, this has been Baseball Update.